Hey everybody, Jimmy with the Triple C Collective here for another unboxing. Today we're going to be unboxing the Clone Shredders. That's right, Clone Shredders from Mirage to go with the Claw Shredder from Loot Crate to complete the Return to New York storyline with those shredders. This was released during the Holothon 2.0 event earlier this year in 2023. And of course, they just knock it out of the park with the box art and everything on the back here. We get the great stuff on the sides. And of course, the lovely front of it with the beautiful box art there. And again, all this box art is done by Kevin Eastman, which is always amazing. I know recently some of the original box art for some of the other figures that they've done has started coming out for them, which is really cool. Out on Kevin's website. He started doing that, so that's been really neat. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the Clone Shredders, the baby shredder, and as I call him, the Goro shredder from Mortal Kombat looking stuff. I do want to say that one thing that I do love about this, and something that I like that this box is bigger because you get the two figures, so you get a little bit more box with them. It's the same thing with the Zog. You get a bigger diorama piece in the background here, like a street scene dio that is always really great. It's awesome Eastman artwork, as I've talked about before. This is just so great to always see these. So I really love it, and specifically this Clone Shredder one and specifically the Zog one, they're pretty big, and so they give you a lot more room than the individualized like Casey, Renette, Fugitoid, any of the other previous like single Mirage figures. They don't give you as much room. Those things aren't as big. You can only usually hold one figure in it. So now if you want some cool looking Mirage background art for your pictures and your dios, now you've got them if you definitely have picked up the Clone Shredders and if you've picked up the Zog. But without further ado, let's dive into these bad boys. Let's start with the baby. Got little baby Clone Shredder here. Now, the weird thing about the Clone Shredder, the baby one here at least, let me get up and show you here, is that really only his legs and his ankles here are real movable, if we're being honest. And I would say be super careful of those ankles because they feel real fragile. So you definitely want to be careful about that. But then check him out, Baby Shredder. Look at how great he looks. This is so good. His arms don't move, so he's in this like kind of like flexing pose the entire time, but he's still great. He's still great. He looks great. It'll work well with the other baby Toon Shredder that we got without the face on there. If you got the Krang in his android body way back when from NECA. But yeah, I love this little baby Shredder. It's so good. It's so awesome. Next, let's get our Goro here, our big four-armed guy. And, stuck. I don't want to mess with that helmet too much. Oh, I see why you're stuck, because I didn't cut your neck out. There it is. Cool. Got him out. Awesome. There he is. Check this bad boy out. Look at him. He's so big. He's so huge. This is awesome. I really love it. I don't have, the only other Mirage Shredder I have is the blue one that we got from Loot Crate because I haven't missed any of the Loot Crate releases for anything. But some of the like New York Comic Con stuff and Capture Splinter, those kind of 4-packs and stuff, I've missed out on those. But I have, not the Mirage stuff, but all the movie line. I have all that stuff anyhow, so I'm pretty okay with not having it. But here we go. The four-armed Goro looking Shredder. One thing I do want to say is that it gives you 4 other hands. Here, let's check those out. You get a couple of other hands for him. And then right here is that mutagen. And when you go to our Instagram and see the pictures of the Shredder clones, you'll see that it's pretty awesome. You can put it like to where like the arm is like cut off, and you see like the ooze poo like coming out of like the hand or whatever, and then the other part coming out of the arm. It's like really cool that you can do these kind of things with that. But overall, I really love this. This is like a really cool figure. I had to get it because we had the claw one, so it would have felt weird having the opportunity to buy these clone ones and not jumping on it. I do tend to get all of the Shredder variants, oddly enough. I have all of the Super Shredder variants. I've got the Toon Shredder. Like I said, I've got the Loot Crate Shredder, that blue one, that Mirage one that came here. I also want to call out, be careful with his ankles here. These were super stiff, not moving really well. The arms, though, straight out of the box, they're working fine for you. They're doing good. They're working a little bit. You don't got much movement in moving them up or down. It's really at the elbows you get most of the movement. You can kind of get a little up and down, but be careful. I would say be careful of these upper arms here, because with the shoulder pads here, you might run into the issue like I did with my Robo Bebop and Rocksteady, where the Bebop shoulder pad popped off because I just moved the arm up too far and the pad wasn't like secured enough in there. So you want to be careful about that stuff. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this unboxing up. I am Jimmy with the Triple C Collective. We have just unboxed the Clone Mirage Shredders. I want to thank you all for joining me. Please like and subscribe to this video and to our channel. Hope you all stay safe. And as always, cowabunga!